Welcome to In Focus with Eden Lane.
Next up, my visit with Joe Coots from the touring production of Kinky Boots the Musical.
Mice and Sons spent the last century making a range of shoes for men. We will begin this century making a range of shoes for a range of men.
Joe Coots plays a longtime factory worker, Don, in this production of Kinky Boots.
Welcome to Colorado.
Well, thank you. I'm excited.
You should be.
I feel like I'm a mile up in the air.
You should be excited because Denver has been waiting for Kinky Boots to come here for so long, since it was announced so long ago.
Good. We're excited to be here.
I can tell because the energy you guys have already this morning. You have to save it a little bit though, because like you mentioned, the altitude, it might get the best of you.
I'm a tad nervous, but I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. The role that you play in this show, for some of the audience, this will be their way into the story. Because they might have been you when they were a younger person, or
Most
maybe
of them
even still
were.
today.
Maybe some are still today.
You have one of the most important lines in the finale.
You change the world, you change your mind.
Change the world. This is what you're doing really with this show, because it's not just a fun musical, although it is that.
Yes.
But it's more storytelling than just one song to the next. What is that like for you as an actor?
It's amazing. You know, Don, my character, is I describe him as he loves making his shoes. He has serious pride in the craftsmanship that he puts through the shoes. He's been working there since he was out of school.
Yeah.
After the factory closes, he loves three things: his rugby team, his pub, and his buddies, his mates. And he's very black and white when it comes to many, many issues. And the fact that...
Because no one stretched him or challenged him.
Nobody's ever stretched him or challenged, and I don't think he's ever allowed anybody to stretch him or challenge him. I'm a farm kid from the Midwest, and I know a lot. I was probably that way at a certain point, and I know a lot of people that way at a certain point. It's not the Midwest. I always say Midwest, but it's everywhere. Everybody gives the Midwest, oh, it's a Midwest farm. No, it's not. It's everywhere. They're that way in Manhattan. It's just that way everywhere. So Lola eventually challenges him to accept somebody for who they are, and he is so confused by that. He doesn't understand what that means. He just doesn't get it. And then he eventually gets it. And when he does, as an actor, the audience, you can just, they're just with you the entire time. And when I come out at the end, it's unbelievable.
What does that feel like to see that reaction as an actor? What is that like when you see that you had that impact on their faces?
I think it's a great responsibility, to be honest with you. I mean, before I do the show every night, I take a moment and say, do a little prayer to myself. I take a little moment in the dressing room and I just, ask for focus for the responsibility that I have. And, Charlie's got a great responsibility, Lola, Lauren, we all got our bits.
Yeah.
But I feel that the arc that I take with my character transforms really pretty much anybody that has been transformed.
I agree with you. It's beautifully written that way, and
It's unbelievably written.
I can't wait to see you tackle this character. This really important character to this particular story tonight. What is it that you've already learned about this character in the few short weeks that you've had it?
I've learned a lot, but I find new stuff every day. But I go back to when I first read this thing and the feeling that I got when I first read it. And I still get that feeling every single night. When I get done with that show, I'm like still shaking with goosebumps. And I've never, ever, ever experienced that in any show on stage or on a television program or doing anything that I've ever done before. I walk up that stage. The first night we did it, I walked off and we were in Vegas. First time we had an audience. And Jerry Mitchell, our director, was standing in the wings. And I don't cry at all, and I was losing, and I just went up and I was just shaking him and I was hugging him. I was just kissing him on the cheek. And I just was thanking him and thanking him and thanking him. And I'll never forget that moment. And I still had that same feeling after 5 cities.
That's beautiful. And I really appreciate the honor with which you approach this role. I can't wait to see you tonight at the Buell in Denver, Colorado. Congratulations on the launch of a wonderful tour.
We're excited, and we're excited to be here, and thank you very much.
Before we left, Joe had a special message for a Colorado resident.
Yo, Peyton Manning, QB1, Denver Broncos. This is Joe Coots from Kinky Boots. I once again challenge you to come to our show. And if you come, I'll personally buy your tickets. You have no excuses, Peyton Manning. Be there.
Here's another look at this great group. Ticket information is available at denvercenter.org and kinkybootsthemusical.com.